sense, and a good time.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Josh Guillory Show. I am your grateful host, and in studio with me, my main man, Jamie Angel.
What is up?
What's up over there?
Just trying to do a few things at one time.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And we are broadcasting live from the Bill and Bear studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Bill and Bear, your hometown lawyers. Love those guys. Good guys, common sense, integrity. Appreciate the support of the show, fellas and ladies. Go give those guys a call, man. Your hometown lawyers. So, got me out my comfort zone again today.
I try.
Not out my comfort zone. Just stuff we don't usually do. So we'll talk local again. We will talk local. Local. But I do. I don't. Look, I don't mind. I think it's important. I still live here. You know, God has blessed me with this opportunity to talk to the folks every day. I try to keep it as real as I possibly can. If I don't know something, I definitely say I don't know. I try to at least. Good thing my smarter half over there usually can find it pretty quick and reliably. We appreciate that. But yeah, let's talk local again. Let's talk about this budget, but specifically, actually, we won't break down the budget. Not too hard. I'll tell you some things, some highlights. But I wasn't going to do it, but hey, why not? I mean, we pay taxes. I think the folks need to know what's in the budget. And the little that I've seen so far, yeah, I'd have some concerns. I do have concerns, and let's talk about it though. But first, let's talk about the local media. And Bud, you're way more in tune with that industry than I am.
Well, I don't know.
Well, you, at minimum, you know them, but more than I do. Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how I do understand you hate conservatives and you hate when a conservative is in office. I get all that. Now that I can understand. I think it's crazy, but I just like to know integrity, but I can understand. I can process it. What I don't understand is how the local media can blatantly lie to you. Blatantly lie to us. The Current has no excuse. I've given them the truth. I reached out. I've told them. Now, what they do with the truth is up to them. But I have given them facts. Just out of courtesy. Like I said, my buddy Christian, I don't have any hate. I mean, they've said some horrible things about me. They have lied. They have said FBI is coming after me. I'm corrupt. My wife's a criminal. What else did they say?
Oh, you had a bunch of side hustles.
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
doing
yeah.
expungements.
Well, I did do some expungements.
Like you were doing it all willy-nilly
Yeah,
and
yeah,
crazy
whatever.
using your position.
Oh, God, no. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Like, guys, anyway. But despite all that, and that's all false and all untrue, clearly, untrue then, it's untrue now. But this is like provable facts. This is like the budget, dummies. It's his public record and all the public records before, all the budgets before. So right now, what the lie is, it's coming from Monique Blanco-Boulet, but she is a liar. I mean, she's a rhino. She ran on lies. She lied about me and my family. She lied about the finances, and she's still lying about the finances of Lafayette. So there's a lie. If it were any other position and any other mayor president besides her, I would have been all over this sooner. But I felt, the community needed a little minute. That election was horrible. It was disgusting, all those lies. Disgusting. Yeah, maybe thinking back, I probably should have combated them. Maybe I ran the worst. I probably did run the worst campaign because if you look at productivity, golly, I mean, we were kicking some ass. I mean, freaking roads were getting paved. Drainage was there. Our economy was roaring. Our first responders got pay raises every year I was in office. New pay plan for the police officers was working on one. We got one for the fire, too. Got one for the fire, too. So that's 5 raises in 4 years. Like, anyway, got government the hell out of the way, shrunk government. So they could never in the election argue over accomplishments. They had none, and we had a ton of them. I just thought it was so stupid, the allegations. Like, it was so outlandish, some of the stuff I was hearing. I was like, no one's going to believe that.
No. Hey, but speaking of accomplishments, let folks know if you're watching on Rumble or if you were watching yesterday, we're having some little glitches.
Oh, yes.
Got them fixed.
Yes.
I'm looking at the stream right now. It looks clear. Hopefully the audio is good. Any issues, let me know. But
yeah, messages if it is. Hey, look, call us if it is. We're trying real hard on that, as yesterday was an outlier. So, yes, great accomplishment, great accomplishment. But, yeah, so, look, that's my thoughts on this. So let's continue to talk about this. What we're focusing on today is not even necessarily the budget. It is the budget, but it's lies. I think you should know if there's a lie, and we know it clear as day. But after seeing these lies come out about ARPA funds and recurring expenses, and then I actually paid attention to the budget. I mean, I was focused on national and state news. Y'all know that. We talk about it every day. But then I was like, well, I know a lot about this budget. I didn't pay attention last year. I didn't intend to pay attention this year. But, when I see the lies, I'm like, okay, well, at least let me look at it. And then I started peeling back a little bit. Man, there are some big time. I mean, is anybody shocked what I'm about to say? Big time, big government, liberal, progressive, all that urban crap. Not that urban cities are bad, but I'm talking, you know what I'm talking about, the indoctrination of the left. That's all coming to you soon. Funded by you. It's in your budget. I didn't create it. I promise you that. Night and day. So let's go over a few little things. But first, Claire Taylor over at The Advocate.
My partner.
Claire, I just don't know, man. So she's back at it cheerleading for Monique Blanco-Boulet. Like her paycheck depends on it. No, that's the current. The current is, I'll tell you this. I kind of, when I don't understand things, like I try to process it, I can actually now understand why, and you were the ones that educated me yesterday, why the current is a cheerleader for Monique Blanco-Boulet and basically just copies and pastes it, whether it's truth or not.
Yeah.
Well, they got a million reasons why.
Yeah, exactly.
Their paycheck literally depends on it. They're writers. You can't call them journalists. They're liars. But pundits. They're pundits. Okay. They're literally depending on Monique Blanco-Boulet.
Yeah. Well, and
literally brought back 2 contracts that I guess we had cut through the process, and just for their partners. Just for their partners.
And not to mention, the Current and The Advocate have formed a partnership a few years ago in the height of the Guillory administration, go figure.
That's right, I forgot. Yeah, that explains The Advocate. Has anybody else reported this blatant lie, or has it just been The Advocate and the Current?
Well,
I have seen it because I haven't looked, but
kind of cut off from local news and a lot of the night because they just don't tell the truth.
It's true. And I sent someone in the media earlier today. I won't say their name, but I said it was one of these entities. Okay, this one was at the Current, and I said, I'm just saying. This might be why only 21% of the Americans believe what the media says. I said, I'm trying to help you there, but I don't care. I mean, mark a spade a spade.
Their approval rating is neck and neck with the Democrats' approval rating. Historic lows. I mean, come on.
It is something. But, all right, so, yeah, Claire Taylor back at it again, being a cheerleader, the latest puff piece, pure fiction, but especially on this ARPA spin. And when we get back, we're going to talk about it. But, she's lying. Just like Boulet, trying to rewrite history and sell a bloated big government budget just like a doggone Democrat would. But hey, just be you. That's all. Be you, boo. Just be you, man. I'm telling you. We'll get along with Democrats, but don't lie.
Somebody gave her a good name on Facebook. Sneaky Monique.
Didn't someone say that?
Yeah, on Facebook.
Unbelievable. All right, guys. Look, stick around. We'll be right back. We'll be bringing some more truth to you. I know. I'm talking about local news, and it's like mass media, and it's the truth, and I know we're not conditioned for that. I get it. All right, we'll be right back. Josh Guillory Show, broadcasting live from the Bill and Bear Studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Your hometown lawyers, Bill and Bear. Give those guys a call. You got questions on the law. Telling you they'll take care of you. Got good integrity. Janet, you ever met Kenny or Lance?
No, I never have.
Trying to get Lance in the studio next week, man. That's an interesting dude. Him or Kenny, both of them. Both of them are good. But guys, y'all hear that lovely voice? It is Just Joking with Janet on this Friday. What's up, What's up, Janet? You don't have no bell no more.
No bell.
No.
Where's our bell? Oh.
Janet, scooch to your right a little bit with that microphone.
He's
right, left.
Yeah, to your left, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way you can get
He's
you.
producing on rumble.com, and I want you guys to go see us at rumble.com.
Move that way a little bit.
We're good. Just let's go.
Okay, me. Now I found you a joke, but then I lost it. So
Oh my goodness.
Let me go back to the one that I have.
While you're finding it, I want you to go to rumble.com. Check us out. Now, yesterday we had a little glitches. That was on us. It's all good. But we're live today. Go to rumble.com. Look up the Josh Guillory Show. All right, Janet, put us in a good mood. We need it. I'm trying to weed through all these lies. God.
All right, Janet.
The butcher really shouldn't put the names of the cows on the packaging. I really feel bad eating good old Chuck.
Oh, you gave
No,
me
it was
one.
funny. I loved it.
That's a good
Oh, my
one.
goodness. I struggle in this.
Nope. Every week, Janet brings joy to us and a smile on our face. And I'll tell you this, especially covering the topic we're covering today and yesterday. Hey, if you don't laugh and smile, you will cry. So thank you, Janet. I appreciate you. All right, let's stay on this topic here a little bit more, maybe a lot bit more. So we're talking about Claire Taylor, who works at the or writes for the Advocate. And you just made it make sense. I forgot the Advocate and the Current are the same.
Oddness.
Yeah, well, they joint venture, right?
Well, they made a partnership. Different owners, but same goal.
So, and these two entities, there's a reason why. Well, there's multiple reasons why. They're just a mouthpiece for the Blanco operation, but for whatever reason that is, okay? So, but when we see lies, I'm talking lies, not like disagreements. I'll tell you when I disagree too. I'm saying blatant lies. I mean, about this ARPA stuff. She's lying. I mean, and we've exposed it yesterday. We'll expose it again. But this is my thing. Everybody, let's take Democrat, Republican out. We know Monique Blanco-Boulet is a Democrat. She's registered as a Republican. I got it. But take that out the picture. Take it out the equation. What we're talking about right now is evil. And one tactic evil uses is lies. Another tactic is confusion. You can probably think back of several examples in your lifetime where that's true and where that was the case. So let's talk about some of those lies. Let's talk about evil. Let's talk about Claire Taylor's article. You know, I don't know why. Either let's just say what it is. Okay, it's one of two things. Either Claire Taylor knows what she wrote was a lie, or she didn't know what she wrote was a lie. It has to be one of those two. Okay, has to be one of those two. Both of them are a problem. Both of them are a problem. Because if you knew you were lying, well, come on. Don't ever call yourself a journalist again. You shouldn't call yourself a journalist, period. Sincerely. Not trying to be ugly, but you really don't report objectively. Like, seriously. And you don't report accurately. You're not a journalist.
She used to be. But, and even when I started working for you, that's when she started kind of transition into just a radical, progressive activist. I mean, she's an activist. She's not a journalist. She's an activist. And Claire, I love you, but I mean, you lost your way.
Yeah, that's sad. She was always so nice too, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, I thought we were always nice to her.
She wasn't always so nice.
No.
She pretended a lot.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
Maybe to your face.
Maybe so. I don't know. All right, but let's talk about her article. I'll highlight a few things. So she writes this, basically the cheerleading mouthpiece for Monique Blanco-Boulet. Now, I mean, remember, the Advocate's in cahoots with the Current. The Current is two of their main writers have ties with $1 million coming their way from Lafayette Consolidated Government, coming from Mayor President Monique Blanco-Boulet, to be specific. Okay, this is truth. Go look; it's public record. It's public record. That's what I'm saying. Did these guys even know that? I mean, the media is so emboldened in telling you lies that they just don't care. They don't care. They either think we're stupid or they just know they can say whatever the hell they want. I don't know which one it is. I really don't. I don't care because that way of living is so something I just don't want to be a part of. I don't know. I'm not judging. I mean, you be you, but Lord, this is not appealing to me. All right, so let's talk about what's in that budget that Claire Taylor highlights as some kind of accomplishment. It is an accomplishment for the left, so I should be quiet on that. Okay, I try to be objective. This budget actually does do a lot. It does do a lot to grow government. It does do a lot to grow government dependency. It does do a whole hell of a lot on increasing our long-term financial mandates that we worked our asses off to get rid of so that we can balance budgets not only today, but in days like we have a liberal in office like right now. It should protect us from even those folks. But when you have someone who knows the levers of government, well, she don't, but her puppet masters do. And that's dangerous. All right. So, well, one part they brag about is growing government payroll. Yes. Oh my gosh, let's all jump for joy. They look at that. See, liberals and Democrats like Monique Blanco-Boulet, they look at growing government as economic development. It's just a difference of philosophy. It doesn't make people evil. She's evil for the lies and the horrible way she's acted and that. But that's on her. Okay, whatever. Pray for her, forgive her, move on. Pray for our community and genuinely pray for her. She is our mayor president. We got to pray for her. Now, but we're going to talk truth, okay? So I'm going to move on. So different philosophies, it's just different.
Look, I think long and short of what you're trying to say is government can make a few people rich.
Yes.
Especially in the council office. Did you see some of them salaries in the council office?
No.
There's like a assistant clerk that's making more than you were making when you were mayor president. Get out of here with an assistant clerk of the council is making $130,000.
Yes.
Get the heck
That's what
out.
I'm talking about. Y'all like that? We like that? No, we don't like that. Of course not. All right. So growing government, new full-time staff added across departments. Democrat move. Oh, but you'll love this one, though. Don't listen. It's something for everybody. It's like Santa Claus.
Did we get some?
We're paying for it. Well, me and most of my audience, Mr. St. Martin. New economic developer position. Oh, nothing screams Democrat government like these little buzzwords. Economic developer position inside, you would think maybe even inside the mayor president's office to advise on economic policy. Yeah. Oh, no, we're going to put that in a lawful monopoly, LUS.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you what they're going to say this is for, and then I'm going to tell you the reality. But
I'm going to hold, because we're getting up on a break, and it's some goofiness, man. It's some goofiness, and yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll come back to this and so much more. I can't wait. Jamie, don't keep us too long.
I'm going to try not to.
welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show, broadcasting live from the Bill and A-Bear studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Your hometown lawyers, Bill and A-Bear. Give those guys a call. All right, going back to the local Lafayette Consolidated Government budget as proposed by Mayor President Monique Blanco-Boulet. And we're covering an article by her mouthpiece, Claire Taylor. And, am I wrong? So, we left off. Oh, here's something they're touting. Another Democrat big government move. A new economic developer position. Oh, yes. Hey, curious. What does LEDA do? Why do we pay a millage to LEDA? Lafayette Economic Development Authority. Lafayette Economic Development Authority. Why do you need an economic developer?
One Acadiana, isn't that an economic development organization?
Chamber, but yeah.
Yeah, same. They want the same thing.
But still, exactly. Still working towards bettering our economy and quality of life.
This would be like the school board hiring an economic.
Hey, I actually, when I was in office, my thought was, because I wanted that data so much, and it was hard to get it readily, so I worked with LEDA. That's how we did it, and that's how she should do it. But it would, you need one or the other, but it's to have both. This is guys. This is a political move. This is how you pay your partners the Democrat way. All right, just here you go. Here you go. Make a position. But to put it at LUS, this is what they're going to say, but this is what it really means, okay? They're going to say, oh, no, we're getting proactive. We're going to develop property before the development's coming. It's going to be proactive, not reactive, and we're going to decide where the private sector needs to develop. And so one, government all up in your biz, okay? I get it. Now you got to have planning. I understand that, but anyway. But that's what they're going to say. It's going to be proactive, and what better is an economic development, a developer to get LUS to drop those power lines here because it makes more economic sense, even though there's nothing there or the future or whatever.
It's going to be them anyway.
Right. And then, no joke. Exactly.
Did you tell them people the phone lines was open?
Oh, phone lines are open. 232-1542. 232-1542 outside of Acadiana. 844-766-6607. Let us hear you. Let us hear you. We're talking about lies. We're talking about evil. All right? But this little position, I'm just telling you, these are the things that big government rhinos push. These are the things that big government Democrats push. These are the things we fought like heck to get rid of. But anyway, but to put it in LUS, they can hide it over there because they have government different than we did. They're back to LUS being a fiefdom, whatever it is, on their own, doing their thing. Hey, whatever. That's your way you want to lead. That's your way you want to lead. It's all good. I don't care. But it makes no sense to do that. It makes no sense to put an economic developer there at LUS. That's to hide it. LUS has the funds to pay for it. She can't put it in any other fund. That's what Democrats do. Okay, just like Johnson Street. Be careful. She is going to use your drainage dollars to do a beautification project. She is going to use your drainage dollars to do a beautification project. There's a reason she said start on Johnson Street where she said. And if you're cool with that, great. I'm not. I think the funds for drainage should go to drainage. And we have seen in Lafayette already what happens when you neglect drainage. We have seen that already. Those flash flood, that's all conveyance. It's not where the detention ponds were put up. That's where you hold water. It's all at conveyance, which means they got to be cleaned. And when you cut the budget and you add payroll and you add government bureaucracy and bureaucrats everywhere, you don't have the funds to do it. And that's where we're at. That's where we're at, and that's where we're going. But truth helps. And maybe someone good out there will run. Who knows? I have no intention.
You sure?
Right? I have no intention.
You don't want to go through all that again?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Get people yelling at you, showing up, barbecuing at your house?
None of it bothered me. I promise you, none of it. You know, you were with me every day. Every day I woke up. I loved my job and I loved serving people, and I did not bother me. Now I thought they were crazy because they were, but you know.
What would you think would happen if somebody would show up over in the gardens with a barbecue pit in front of somebody's house and start barbecue.
Well, I'll tell you what wouldn't happen. You wouldn't have the media there trying to encourage other paid protesters to come and riot in a private neighborhood.
The media would talk about how shameful it is and how this
That
person
too.
ought to be strung up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, no. Not when a conservative's in. Not when a Republican's in office. No way, Jose. Boy, they thought they had it all figured out. All right, let's go to the phone lines here. Let's see here. We got
Mr. Bobby.
Mr. Bobby. What you got, Mr. Bobby?
Well, I tell you what, if I'd have been the parish president and somebody was barbecuing in front of my house, I'd make a call to the chief of police.
Yeah, agreed.
And I'd end that real fast.
Agreed.
Unless you're someone else, and if someone else does that, they become a
Oh, yeah.
a horrible person.
Yeah, well, you're not on my porch. You're still on the sidewalk.
No, that's right. That's right. Well,
Yeah, the beautiful boy. I'll tell you what. I'm glad I don't live in Lafayette Parish. I feel sorry for y'all. Well, wait a minute. Sergeant lives in St. Martin Parish.
yeah, he does. I'm sandwiched between you two wonderful people.
We just got a few more roads we need to
Well,
improve.
maybe you need to do a horizontal thing there. Beautification of Abbeville Highway to take away from your drainage that you trying to solve the problem over there.
Thank you. Take them and Bobby, take Democrat Republican out of it. Like this, everybody voted on that millage, and this is the same millage that she wants you to renew here in a few months. Now she done raised our taxes a year ago. All right, did the media cover that? No, not at all.
Oh, wait, pump up the brakes. I had Assessor Conman Como in this studio back when I was, doing the morning show here, and I called him on it.
You did.
And,
You did.
I was the only one to do it, and
I take it back. One person. Yeah, but Bobby, think about it. That's not a Democrat Republican issue. Everybody voted on these mills, but she goes in here, she raised our taxes, and now instead of offering to the people, this is what we're going to talk about today. Instead of just always telling the folks, we need more money, we need more money, we need more money. You have a lot of things that are not priorities that have fund balances, okay, that have millages. Why don't you like Bobby, what would you'd probably say, let's rededicate the millages that are priorities so we don't have to keep raising. You can actually lower taxes. This would be a huge, like Monique, you would have a huge win here economically, and you would help our folks out. Rededicate some of those millages, fund drainage, and you don't have to renew these taxes that you're. And there's no such thing as a renewal. It's always a new tax. Democrats don't get that.
No. What's probably happen? I'll make a prediction. What's going to probably happen? The same thing happened to her mother. I'm out.
Tax Democrat. Bobby.
Oh,
I love Mr. Bobby. Hey, Mr. Bobby ain't afraid to say the truth.
No.
All right, phone lines are open, guys. 232-1542. Quiet on this topic. So let's see here. All right, additional things in the budget that the folks may want to know about. And remember, these are just I have not gone through this budget, but I will. And let's go ahead and we'll highlight some things that the folks may need to know as the budget process. We didn't watch it last year. I had no intention of watching this year, but man, I'm glad I did because, I need to thank the Current and the Advocate for spreading those lies because at least now I got my attention. I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to tell the folks, if there's something we should work on, hey, and worry about it. If there's something that's doing great, if there actually becomes a conservative policy out of Lafayette Consolidated Government under this Democrat, then I'll be glad to highlight that too. All right, let's see here. Warren, what you got, Warren? Bring the heat today, my man.
Well, we got a new volcano opened up, and it hit Alaska with some earthquakes. So hell's fixing to enlarge itself with all these crooked politicians we got, and I'm busy repenting because I don't want to go where they're going. Miss Blanco, I kept an open mind, and when she took the mayor's office, but I'm pretty much totally disgusted, Josh. They raised the taxes. And they let that property behind me become a big mosquito farm. So I'm totally disappointed in her. Nothing positive at all. Thank you, Josh.
Hey, thanks, Warren. And not calls that I like to hear, but you know what, man? I don't some of this stuff I'm reporting on either. And because I know how many people work so hard and so late at night, weekends, holidays, to get our fiscal house in order in Lafayette Consolidated Government. We actually did inherit a deficit, but I didn't go around saying Joel Robideau or the previous city parish council were horrible individuals and liars and blame all my problems on them. No, we just stopped and fixed the problem and didn't blame anybody. That's what Democrats do, though. They blame the predecessor on everything that they have nothing to do with, by the way. Actually, just like when people make these false allegations about he's corrupt, the FBI is looking at him, name whatever other lie they said, they're usually the ones doing it. And there's some shady dealings between Monique Blanco-Boulet at her time at Acadiana Planning Commission, some of those contracts that were issued that she oversaw with some of her family members. That might need, I don't know why the media don't cover that. So just saying, maybe there's a whole bunch of truth that'll come out.
Some of that First Solar thing?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
What was a commission check on that?
Well, I don't know, but her sister was a very high-up person,
Oh,
and
it's just
APC
convenient.
was instrumental in...
It's just coincidence.
Yeah.
It's coincidence that a Blanco was there to get paid. Hey, and what happened to Kathleen Blanco's war chest? What happened to that? Maybe go look at that. All public info. I'm just saying, I got a whole bunch of topics now I could talk about that I've explored. I don't know. All right, let's go. Big Chris in the hizzy for shizzy. What's up, my man?
Well, like I told you yesterday, if they can't win by character assassination, you can't win. But and full disclosure, I can't vote for you ever because I take that. I'm not Lafayette Parish. That brings up what I want to say. Run for governor, then I can vote for you.
Big Chris, you the man. Hey, Big Chris, I appreciate it, and I love you. All right, stick around. We'll be right back. If you're old, we'll be right back. We'll come straight to you. Okay. Bill and Abear, your hometown lawyers. All of them. They're all hometown. I love them over there. Yeah, we say Bill and Abear after Lance and Kenny, but there's a ton of attorneys over there, each having their own little skill set. I love organization. I love how a business is structured, and I try to find efficiencies. Man, those guys care about their clients, and they have a structure where everybody's playing to their strengths. So go check them out, Bill and Abear. Love them.
That's right. We got some app chats.
Talk to me.
Let's see. We got
Chat to me.
I could just move it to the screen over here so I can see it.
Yeah, that's good.
We got Jay from Lafayette says, so you're telling me they put someone in a position to find properties ahead of time to develop so they can pass that along to their good old friend?
Hey,
didn't even think
guys,
about it
you can't make that stuff up. This is what they do. This is the Blanco way. This is the Blanco machine. Why do you think they have so much support? They use your money to pay people. All right.
Desio from my motherland says, if I have a barbecue in front of your house, it'll more than likely be poke steak and sausage, and you should definitely come out and get you a plate.
Yeah, your grill will be clean. I'll be happy to.
Desi, come on, man.
Yeah. Actually, that sounds really good right now, Desi.
I know people in St. Martin can cook. Don Ho says, thanks for covering this. I was always skeptical about her changing to a Republican because she says she couldn't win in Lafayette as a Democrat.
Here's another thing. I'll tell you another little tactic. I'm just telling you. Look, it's important for us to know. Now, what you do with the truth, or what you do with this knowledge or information, hey, everybody's busy. If you feel like you need to hold on to it, great. If not, let it go. If it helps you, great. If it doesn't, forget I said it. But I guess, maybe I should have covered local news sooner. I don't know. Maybe a whole bunch of people have asked me to. I'm very big on, I really do try to do the right thing. And I really feel like the community just needed a breather, needed a minute. And I wanted to give the new mayor president time. Do your thing. Said you're a Republican. I was waiting to see Republican stuff. I'm so shocked that I'm not. So here's another tactic that Monique's going to use. So she's been going to the RPAC lately. Okay.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've never seen that woman at an RPAC meeting.
Well,
I've been to more RPAC meetings in Lafayette than she has.
You're a Republican. But she's been going to the RPAC, this Republican Parish Executive Committee. And some of those members, man, they're not too happy about it. But anyway, leave names out. Some of them are very happy. But regardless, she doesn't go to the Acadiana Republican women. And she doesn't go to the Fleur de Lis Republican women. All right? And why? Now, she might now, and good. But there's a reason for that. The Fleur de Lis Republican women and the Acadiana Republican women, wonderful, beautiful, smart, talented ladies that I love and appreciate and look up to, and glad they're my friends, and I love you, okay? But they don't issue endorsements. But the RPAC does. She is going to do everything she can to get that Lafayette Parish Republicans endorse me. I'm the only Republican.
Look at that.
Let's go. So if you're on the RPAC, don't you get yourself played. All right, let's see here. Caller, you're live on the Josh Guillory Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Richard.
Hey, Richard, what's up, buddy? Thanks for calling in. What you got?
Yeah, thanks for covering this.
Thank you, bud.
Where's the lawyers out on this library thing? Because we bought land to put that new library. All of a sudden, they want to use the Holy Rosary place, which they don't own. Nobody owns it, but none, and they're not selling it. That's illegal.
Somebody's making money off of this whole thing.
Hey,
that's the payback. That's the payback for people that got her elected.
Man,
Woodrow's.
Yes. Hey, Richard's speaking truth, man. I'm just gonna say I have nothing to disagree with you on that one, my man.
I just don't understand. I mean, the library's the land's paid for. We own the land. I mean, it's a good. I mean, we don't need a library in the first place. It's just a big old daycare in the first place. My wife worked over there for over 30 years. She retired, and I didn't want to say it's just a big old daycare. That's all it is.
Well,
I'm trying to put money into it.
Well, and Richard, at minimum, though, there's a reason. And thanks for calling, Richard. There's a reason why he called in. It just doesn't make fiscal sense. But guys, I mean, this budget, $803 million. You should have a major surplus, or you should be doing a hell of a lot of infrastructure. Stop growing government. Stop hiring your partners. I mean, look.
She's doing infrastructure for the city hall remodel,
right.
renovation. That's
how many millions?
Just
19,
under 20.
I heard 19 yesterday. So 19 million or under $20 million. That's that's 4 roundabouts. That's 4 roundabouts. Anybody have any traffic areas in the parish? Anybody have any traffic areas in the city?
Well, how about 500,000 for drainage, 500,000 for transit, and 19 million for city hall remodel?
Put that in perspective, guys. This is truth. You don't believe us, go on the budget. It is all public record. That's why, man, I'm shocked how Claire Taylor, the advocate in the current, and Monique Blanco-Boulet and her CFO, we can talk about her CFO when we get back. But how can you be that emboldened to say that bold of a lie? Like actually several lies that are so provable. It's unbelievable. It actually takes talent to have that much of whatever that is. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back. Hour number 2. gentlemen, welcome to hour number 2 of the Josh Guillory Show, broadcasting live from the Bill and A. Bear Studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Your hometown lawyers, Bill and A. Bear. Give those guys a call if you have legal questions. They will take care of you. And in studio with me still, my main man, Jamie Angel.
Here I am. Rock me like a hurricane.
And I remain your grateful host. All right, we are talking local. We are talking about Mayor President Monique Blanco-Boulet's proposed budget. I don't think there'll be much objection, but we'll see. Who knows? Who knows? $803 million. Man, if we didn't spend $19 million on a city parish hall, or no, I'm sorry, city hall, I'll use their language. Okay? Maybe we could talk about the administration's view of the municipalities. I'm telling you guys, if you live out in one of the municipalities, any of them, Scott, Dusson, Karen Crow, Youngsville, Broussard, any of those places, I'd be pissed.
Ridge.
Well, the municipality.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the incorporated areas.
I like to think of those places. Awesome.
The municipalities are viewed as the wasteland to this mayor president, and it's evident in her budget message.
Oh, she's a firm deconsolidator.
What she doesn't understand with that is that the city would hurt worse than the parish. Maybe not under this, but I guess, you know what? I take that back. It depends on how your budget is structured. Her budget is clearly structured way different than mine. So maybe it would be the opposite under hers. I don't know.
She's still blaming her first one on you. So.
Yeah. Still blaming the. You can't make this up. Monique Blanco-Boulet is attacking the current budget, saying she needs to fix the current budget because the current budget has some one-time money spent on recurring expenses and all, which is also, it's her budget. Maybe she doesn't know. Perhaps someone could call the mayor president's office, and honestly, maybe she doesn't know. She's a puppet. I don't know.
Didn't she say during the campaign that they had asked her about something? She's like, "Well, I don't know. I'd have to wait until I'm in."
I don't recall that.
I think it had something to do with. Anywho, Mr. B
but
wrote in.
She was head of APC. I know her strengths and her weaknesses. Budget ain't one.
Oh, we saw her budget.
I mean, like, all right.
Mr. B says, Josh, you did a great job in office. I knew she would jack stuff up. Keep up the good work, brother. Thanks for your service. Former 12-year, 11, Papa.
No, 11, boom, boom, baby.
11 that
boy's 11, boom, boom.
There's a blip on the screen. And he says, Jamie, you doing great also. I couldn't leave you out, my ball.
And who is that? I can't see.
Mr. B.
Hey, Mr. B, thank you so much. Very kind words. Thank you for your service. Yeah, I love those 11 Bravos, man.
And then we got Dwayne. Dwayne says $19 million to remodel City Hall, when for less than $15 million they could have had the Lemoyne building and a nice housing project downtown. By the way, mysteriously, I can't seem to figure out what LUS Fiber paid for the Lemoyne building.
Yeah.
I don't know, my man. I don't know.
And who's that?
That is Dwayne.
Or Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Hey, Dwayne, logical questions, and we haven't been paying attention to it, but now we have an interest.
Oh, when I asked, and I got some confirmation, City Hall is owned by the parish.
City Hall is owned by the parish?
Yes, that's what
I'm
being told.
So the $19 million, is the city paying for, or the parish?
Well, the parish ain't got 19
I'm just saying, who's paying for it?
I think they're pretty sure it's the city.
All right, all you protect the city committees.
Y'all go look.
All the protect the city. Remember that? I'll remind everyone. So back in 2020, there was a proposal to study whether we should deconsolidate. Well, really, it was the city council saying we want to push forward with a resolution to go to the voters to deconsolidate. Well, then just say it. But anyway, so the folks that wanted to deconsolidate said, we're going to start a committee. And in typical big government Democrat style, what do? Well, we got to have a cute little name to it. Protect the City Committee. All right. Mark Pope had some common sense on that city, by the way. He wrote a dissent. And I thought that was so, and it's so Mark. I mean, he's
very thorough.
Very thorough, very professional, and just flowed. You actually should go read it if you ever have a chance.
Mark was like the epitome of the perfect appointee. Look, when you appoint somebody to a board,
man.
generally they show up for a couple meetings, but they're there because their name is a shit. But whatever. Not Mark.
Not Mark.
You appoint him to something. He is a full-time thing. Like he
Pen-
goes in the
pen and pad.
weeds.
Pen and pad.
Yep. He's getting into the numbers.
Oh
and-
yeah.
Look, y'all appoint Mark if you need somebody thorough on your board.
Yeah.
Or me.
Yeah. So all the protect the city. Are you? You're right. You do the same. Protect the city committee. What? How do y'all feel about that? The big thing was, I'm tired of the city subsidizing the parish. Very, very incorrect assessment of the budget. Okay, if you go look at it, you'll know that's incorrect. But regardless, let's just pretend you're right. Let's pretend you're right. How do you feel about that? Your mayor president, Democrat mayor president Monique Blanco-Boulet, is one. Are you accurate on that? You're 100% sure?
Sidger's the one who's telling me.
Oh, you just threw Sidger under the bus.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, my bad.
Hey, all right, I'm reporting it, but we reserve the right to amend that.
No, she's not. I confirmed it.
Oh, okay, good.
I
good.
confirmed it. No,
Oh,
no,
okay,
no,
good.
she's not. No, I wanted to make sure that the parish owned the building, so
Yeah.
she was the expert.
Well,
that
that part I
consulted.
knew, but the city's paying for it.
I think so.
Okay. Hey, how do you feel about it? I'll be honest with you. If it made sense to the voters and you communicated that and everybody knew what was going on and everything's above par and there's thorough discussion, that might make sense. Well, we know there wasn't any thorough discussion. How many times have you heard that? You probably have heard this one time on the Josh Guillory Show. I don't even think KPEL would honestly, I don't even know if KPEL would know where to go look for it. We did this. We were in the loop. But for us, no one, everybody else has to guess.
And look, we have not.
And that's scary. That sucks. That's a horrible way to have a government. That should be, I tell you what, I ain't running. But if I were run again, I'd probably run for one term just to fix it and get the hell out of there. But it ain't happening.
And to be clear, we benefit none from doing this. It's truth. It needs
Yeah,
to be
what do you want us to
told.
do?
And there's no bitterness. There's no sour grapes. You won the election. It was
Yeah.
almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Stop invoking the prior
really.
administration for everything you have done or done wrong.
Yeah. Just because you ain't digging ditches, don't start making up lies about us.
Right. Your lack of success has nothing to do with us.
No, and we wish you well.
We set you up.
We gave you a Cadillac. Literally, you just had to change the oil. You just had to change the doggone oil. So I think that's crazy. So the chief financial officer, what's her name?
Karen Fontenot.
Karen Fontenot. All right, Karen Fontenot. That's your chief financial officer. When the break, I want to pull up that budget message or the budget, and I want to read a line too. We covered it yesterday, and I started thinking about it. And then I asked other lawyers and other professionals, am I off on this? Because I don't want to say anything that I'm off on. You be the judge when I read this again. She's a CPA, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I would hope.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's a certified public accountant, so she has a license.
Very nice lady. Yeah.
Hey, whatever. But do nice people lie?
Well,
No, I'm serious. Do nice people lie? Because I get you, and I try to find the good in everyone, and I know you do too, and that's great. But I'm done with calling people nice that aren't nice. I'm just not going to do. I'm going to try not to do that anymore. I will never be ugly to them, not on purpose, and I pray them, and I wish them well, and I don't have a resentment. But I'm not going to call evil people nice anymore. And that's evil. Why would you say that? Or are you that grossly incompetent to say that? That's a genuine statement. I mean, that's objective. I'm saying that objectively. I'm not saying that emotionally. I'm not saying that subjectively, okay? Because if you believe that sentence I'm about to read to the public again, and it's a public statement by a professional with a license that you're paying for, that's incompetent or it's lies. Show, broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear studios right here in Acadiana. Beal and Abear, your hometown lawyers. Go give those guys a call. Go give those men and ladies of integrity a call.
Let's bring in Renee for our high-level analysis, why don't we?
All right, Renee. What's up, Renee? Bring the heat, baby.
Yeah, I want to start off to, like, some things will never change. You know, like my uncle had aided the house to help him out, and this lady was like, put her hands in a prayer position when the historical event was mentioned, like, oh, Obama was doing so much good, but that Miller fella gave away secrets and had a sex change, and he was pardoned because he had a sex change. The thing is, we're going to continue. I mean, look at how slow Donald Trump has gotten. He did great things. Look how slow his administration went into doing the things he said he did because of the left. The left is so bad, so entrenched. The stupid people who will continue to vote for these stupid people that things do not work out. How could you vote for somebody that does things that does not work out unless you think it's working right? These people are stupid beyond redemption. We just need two separate countries. You need to be separated from each other because they're all among us and we're all among them, and they're going to continue to do these stupid things. I know the migration thing helps. People leave California and go to a better state, but sometimes they bring their garbage with them and vote that garbage in there. It's like a no-win situation.
So Renee, they can leave California, but just leave those liberal policies with you.
Yeah. You taking the bad goose, the bad egg, and you bringing it along with you.
Yes. Hey, Renee, appreciate you, brother. Always.
I want to say one last thing, if I can, real quick.
Go for it.
When I had all that money, I should have took a ticket to Poland. At least they know a man is a man, a woman is a woman, and immigration is wrong, and to do the right thing with it. I could have learned Polish and moved to Poland.
You could have. Very good point. All right. And your insurance would be lower than Louisiana.
Probably. No doubt.
All right. So, guys, what page are we on? Page 41?
49.
49. I knew I was close. All right. So, guys, you can go to this as public record, but unless you knew where to look, you'd miss this. You know what I mean? This is total political fake cover from a professional that has crossed the line professionally. Professionally. Politically, this is a political statement. Everybody has free speech. Roll with it. You have a right to freedom of speech, Madam CFO. You do not have a right to a license, and you do not have a right to lie to the people. All right, so let me read this. What page, 49? Okay, go to LCG Lafayette, LA.org. You can go. .gov. Find is there like budget or?
Go to the in the news tab at the top, and you'll see a thing that says Boulet proposes budget. Click that. That's the press release. There's a direct link in there.
All right, and go to the budget message. The budget message. All right, so the whole budget has page numbers. I know you know that, but page 49 of the budget book or the proposed budget of the mayor president. Go to that first line under that chart. Okay, first line under that. This is all, I didn't write this, and I didn't post this, and I didn't put it in the public domain. That's those wonderful left-leaning professionals down the street. All right, and I dang sure didn't choose to write this sentence. All right, the total increase of $51.6 million is largely due to transition from use of one-time ARPA dollars back to normalized funding levels and funding sources. That is a blatant lie. That is so misleading and purposefully done and disingenuous. And this chief financial officer, Karen what?
Fontenot.
Karen, I almost said Bruce. Karen Fontenot. That's what your taxpayers are paying. How much does Karen Fontenot make at Lafayette Consolidated Government?
I don't know.
Well, let's pull that up because the last time I thought it was like $198,000. It's one of the highest paid directors. It's the second highest paid director in Lafayette Consolidated Government. You would think that person who's managing the money should be as apolitical as it possibly could be. Lori Toops and Lowell Duyon would have never written a statement like that, and they damn sure would not have approved my budget message if it looked like Monique Blanco-Boulet's budget message. It's just full of lies and factually incorrect. But we cared about those things. This is a chief financial officer, someone with a license to practice. The total increase of $51.6 million is largely due to transition from use of one-time ARPA dollars. Let's stop right there. There was never a transition from use of ARPA one-time dollars. Because I've said this to them, blew my. All right. ARPA, America Rescue Plan Act, was one-time money that was appropriated for one-time projects in the year 2022 or 2021. I think it was either 2021 or 2022. 4 budgets ago. Not this budget, not even Monique's last budget, not the budget before. There were no ARPA funds spent on recurring expenses. None.
$206,000.
Wow. You are paying Lafayette Parish and everyone here, except Jamie. You are.
Yeah,
You spend taxes. You pay into 101 Monique. That's the City General Fund. Fund 101, City General Fund. All right. Anyway, so $206,000 plus a hell of a retirement if she stays in long enough. The total increase of $51.6 million is largely due to transition from use of one-time ARPA dollars. There was never a transition from one use of one-time ARPA dollars. This is public information. Look at 2 funds in the Lafayette Consolidated Government budget, Fund 650 and Fund 651. You can see those funds were created when ARPA came in. That's the American Rescue Plan Act. The parish got like 40-something million. The city got 30-something million. Not even a drop in the bucket to cover recurring expenses for 5 years now. That's another reason another way Monique Blanco-Boulet and her chief financial officer, along with their mouthpieces, the current and the advocate, are lying to you. Right there. I wish I was wrong, but I'm not. This is facts. What I'm telling you is truth. And don't believe me? Go to the budget. You can see where, hey, in media, I don't want to say the whole media because I don't know if anybody else covered this, but the current and the advocate. Just try looking at the budget. It's public. You don't even need to do a public records check. You literally can, Jamie just told you how to get to it or get to this proposed one. And then you go look at the archive budgets, those 2. One click away. An ounce of due diligence, an ounce of integrity, you would report the truth. You would report, you are on notice now. Like, you know that you're lying. You know that you're lying. What are you going to do about it? And then this, back to normalized funding levels and funding sources. That's fluffy fluff. But what they're saying, because I've seen interviews, I've heard interviews and all this stuff, they're saying in the media and the advocate and the current, right on cue, baby, right on cue, is just playing this political message. They know. They're trying to say one-time funds were used for recurring expenses. Look at Fund 650 and 651. Facts. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back. We'll bring some more truth. my peeps, welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show.
At some point, the music runs out.
Yeah, no,
We gotta
I don't
start.
think I've stopped talking since the last segment. You know? Well, I was just saying, it's like, because I'm serious, I'm flabbergasted. I'm not shocked from the evil. That's been consistent. I'm not shocked from that, okay? And I'm not shocked from the lies. I'm just shocked that you lie that boldly on something that is disprovable so easily.
Well, I mean, in one term, she's going to make just under $1 million.
It's true. Yeah. Hey, Lafayette, for $50,000 more a year, this is what we're getting.
Speaking of salaries, I was taking a little gander at these Manning tables, right?
This is in the
In the proposed budget.
by Mayor President Blanco-Boulet.
Yep. So let's see. Everything, pretty par for the course as far as the 2% raise from it, except for a couple of key ones. There's
What?
a constituent services advisor, which has an asterisk next to it.
What's that mean?
Well, not that one. I'm sorry. The municipal constituent services advisor.
Ooh, that's got to be an important position.
That was a position paid about $79,001.
Okay.
This budget. Next budget, $92,126.
Woo, man.
Now, this is similar to your minority affairs coordinator
Yep.
position
See,
that
yep,
was
yep,
held
yep.
by Carlos Harvin. At the time, he was paid $50,000.
Correct.
Multiple times, there was an
Which was too low.
attempt made to raise that position's salary up just $10,000 to $60,000. No,
Hey,
couldn't do it.
And add to that, there's more to those facts. And we cut spending to justify
Right.
the 10. So it was a net neutral. And just because, poor Carlos, and he still woke up and he eventually got it. He eventually got the pay raise. But
Oh, I'll one up that one, though. I'll
okay,
one up that
yeah,
one.
please do.
This one is a part-time.
No, we got to go back to that other one real quick.
Okay.
Real quick. This is former state representative Vincent Pierre. Now, you would think a Republican mayor president. I'm a Republican. Mayor president. Anyway, you would think a Republican mayor president would surround themselves by people that think like Republicans. Maybe Republicans. Yeah, sure, you can have a Democrat or two. It's local government, of course. Where it's not political, where it's just, maybe like an engineer. You just take politics out. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that.
Yeah.
This is the guy that we had a purpose for the job. It was to coordinate between minorities and the government and make sure that we're trying to get people, helping themselves and working with the church and working with the folks to get people on their feet, things like that, proactive and not like basically teaching people how to fish and not just feeding, just, all right, that kind of stuff, that helps society. Everybody was doing great. It's wonderful, all the things, okay? That had a purpose. Before that purpose, there was these, whatever you call it, municipal advisor or
aide to the P, assistant to the mayor president.
Like all these little fluff things. That's a fluff title that she put on it for. That's her partner. So instead of appointing a Republican to that position, to represent you to the people, oh no, let's hire Democrat Representative Vincent Pierre, who's up Gerald Boudreaux's ass. Can I say A? Can I say the A word?
You can.
Okay.
It's in the Bible.
Oh, good. So that. I mean, this is all. I'm not saying anything. Actually, I'm saying a lot of things people don't know because you have no reason to know. This kind of mentality is foreign to you, and thank God for that. That's not normal. What's going on down the street? They call it City Hall, City Parish Hall, but whatever. They don't care about the parish. So it's their budget, not mine.
I got to tell you about this other one, though.
Okay.
This has got to be.
But he's making 93. So Monique gave a $12,000 pay raise or a $14,000 pay raise
13, something like that.
to her Democrat appoint. And correct me if I'm wrong. Her chief of staff, she worked for John Bell Edwards.
Did she?
Yeah, go Sep.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
And so appointed by John Bell Edwards. And let's see here. Oh, her legislative affairs guy, very experienced. He just graduated from John Bell Edwards Youth Advisory Council. Very good guy to send over there. Democrat, by the way. So if all of your major folks are Democrats, I just, be you.
Yeah.
But hey, you're going to get that RPEC endorsement, though. You go to enough meetings.
Oh, I tell you.
I know the RPEC folks I know can see through it.
Mhm.
And I hope that most of them do. But I know there's a few that's in the bed with the Blanco Mafia. And anyway, all right.
So, there's a part-time position.
Really?
Looks new. It's
Part-time.
showing up in this current budget. I'm assuming it was some sort of a budget amendment. But part-time position. Guess how much it pays?
A part-time?
Yeah.
36.
Times
that-
3. 93,000.
A part-time position.
$93,711.
Whoa. And this is
the title of it, project manager. How nondescript and vague can you get?
Project manager.
What do they do?
Wow.
Where's their job description?
Is someone occupying that position? Or is this up for...
I don't know.
Okay.
Is anyone paying attention is what I'm
No
asking.
one's paying attention to it because the Current and the Advocate are up. They're an extension of Monique's political arm.
This were your administration, they would have, oh
God.
my word, every single thing would have been scrutinized. Everything.
I have no problem with scrutinizing everything. I don't care. Now the bad faith, that is unfortunate. You know what I mean? Like to operate in bad faith, like going in there, having your story written and then finding half truths. Like you take a piece of a fact, Jeff Daly does that a lot.
All the time.
No, like really, like he'll take and that's shocker. He's with the Current. Anyway,
And he doesn't know squat, by the way. His whole assessment of the roads this week, if you want to waste a good 10 minutes, go read that thing.
I want to hear about this $93,000 employee. Let's go back to the roads later.
Yeah, well, I don't know any more about it. It just says project manager,
So this is a
$93,000
new
part-time.
position. A new position, part-time, $93,000 appointed by the mayor president. This is how that old school, deep Democrat, Edwin Edwards, Huey P. Long, Blanco Mafia operate. They pay their partners. Vincent Pierre. Hey, look, Vincent and I always got along, but not a conservative, not a Republican. And part of the old guard that I'm not calling him a bad person, but the old guard, you know what I'm talking about. The good old boy. This crap right here. Like paying a Democrat to go represent you around town. I'm just saying that doesn't always operate. Well, the folks he hangs around doesn't always operate in good faith, in my humble opinion.
Talking about the Boudreaux boy?
It's
Them
way more than
Boudreaux
that.
brothers?
They're people know about that. I'm talking about there are other people. But look, regardless, that doesn't mean he's a bad guy, but definitely a different philosophy. So I'm just saying. But when you present yourself when you introduce yourself to the public in a lie, I'm a Republican, and then you have no plan for the future, you have no vision, and you offer no plan, and it's evident now. It is clearly evident now. And all you have is lies. What do you expect? She should feel and now she's raising look, she should probably feel as emboldened as ever. That's what I was saying when I was coming on the air. I was like, I guess, I don't know. We were the only ones that maybe she didn't think anybody would notice a blaring lie like that. I don't know. But we're highlighting just several lies, but Jamie's highlighting some egregious stuff that's proposed in it. We haven't gone over the budget. We will. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back. Phone lines are open. Warren, coming back to you. broadcasting live from the B.O.N.A. Bear Studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Thank you to my dear friend over there. Just messaged me, says Facebook's looking great. So you can look at Rumble different ways, through Facebook, through X, through, you can go to YouTube, you can go, all the things.
Got it fixed today, ball.
But I want you to go to rumble.com and follow us. Give us a little follow, and you can see us live, see archives, all that stuff. We don't harass you, and it's free 99 minus the 99 all day, and it's Friday, and we're going to the phone lines. Let's see. We got Warren. We got Dirty Rice. We got Chad. I'm coming to you. Who are we going to first?
Let's knock out quick app chats real quick.
All right, go.
I'm so sorry.
Go
Scott
ahead.
from Plaisance said, you said ass. I love Scott. He's funny. Angie from Broussard says, appreciate that you're calling her what she is and always has been, a Democrat, just like her mama. Mm-hmm. Keep showing us what she's all about, and maybe everyone will recognize what's going on.
That's the goal. Just truth. Just truth. No hate. No hate. We hadn't come from hate. Peace, love. I pray for her. Hey, look, it's my community, man. Her success is our success.
No bitterness here.
But no. But growing government, wasting money, being evil, saying lies, spreading lies, sneaking things through the budget, all that stuff. If it were anybody else, I'd cover it. So, I mean, come on. All right, let's see here. Dirty Rice in the house. What's up, Dirty Rice? What you got for us on this Friday, baby?
Hey, man, what y'all got going on?
Whole bunch of truth.
All right, yeah. Keep exposing all the hypocrisy. Keep talking truth. Y'all are doing a good job. That's all I got to say, man. I'm out.
Thanks, Dirty Rice. I always like all this. All right, let's see here. Who we going to?
Going to Chad.
Let's go, Chad. We got Chad. Talk to me, baby.
Hey, Mr. Josh. Great show as always. Hope you had a good day and had a good week.
Absolutely.
And I like how you exposing the truth, telling it like it is. Keep up the good work. Stay focused, and let's just get our parish and city of Lafayette right. Look,
yeah,
Trevor Roberts doing a damn good job. The city police doing a damn good job.
Yep.
It's just, just their boss. I don't like their boss. I mean, hey, you did a lot of things. You won. You city parish president.
Mm-hmm.
Do your job.
That's right.
Shut up. Do your job.
Do your job. Do your job and take care.
I mean, quit licking butt to John Bell Edwards and just do your job.
Hey, that's her buddy, man. John Bell Edwards did a lot of secret donations, secret fundraisers for Monique in the campaign, media, crickets, but that's okay. But she's a Republican. How come John Bell didn't do any fundraisers for me?
You didn't ask, I guess.
You're right about that. All right, let's see here. Who are we going to? All right, caller, you alive on the Josh Guillory Show. What's your name? We're calling from?
Teaspoon.
Teaspoon, what's up, Spoon? What you got, baby?
Hey, y'all were talking a while ago about how it costs so much to do stuff whenever the government pays for it.
Yeah.
They have the Catahoula Park.
Okay.
The Catahoula Park is memorial to Clayton Boudreaux.
Okay.
And the parish took it over. Well, when the parish took it over, they built a restroom, men and women restroom.
All right.
And it cost $35,000 to build that.
There you go.
The son of Clayton built later on a restroom for men and women, place to store lawnmowers, and a concession stand in the back of it because they added another diamond, and it cost him personally $10,000.
Thanks, Teaspoon.
Hey, Teaspoon. Man, hey, look, Teaspoon. That's a great example. It's so mind-boggling, man. And it's. Oof. But anyway, let's stay on the phone line. Who are we going to here? Let's see, Warren. What you got, Warren?
Well, Bill Cassidy sounds like Bill Cassidy ain't the only Benedict. Sounds like they got a whole team going in Louisiana. You know, y'all talking about all these people, and we need to say, we need to label them. We need to start labeling them as Bill Cassidy's when they work for the people. I keep getting in my head while talking about all these people, they're going to be going to where eagles gather. Where do eagles gather? Eagles gather everywhere. Yeah, but they're going to be gathering at the World Barbecue when that asteroid hits the Earth and it becomes the biggest cemetery in the universe. That's where they all headed. You see what's going on over there in Damascus. It's all-out war in Syria. And get ready. It's time to liquidate. Thank you, Josh.
Hey, it's Warren. Look, always good to prepare. Hey, I find the positive. Look, I will say this on Warren because Warren comes with passion, and I know he comes from a good place. And look, we don't know, but no one knows. No one, neither the Son or anyone, Jesus or anyone, knows the time or the hour. Only the Father. So we got to take peace in that, and He wishes us well. And He really has just two really easy things for us to do: love Him and love each other. Some implied tasks there. I'm working on those sides. I struggle, man. I'm telling you, I struggle sometimes. Everybody has resentments, and that's my biggest thing every day to clean my chest of any my heart of any resentments. They ain't gonna help nobody.
It's the way to do it.
Know what I mean?
But I mean, to reiterate, no one here is salty. Like we just are tired of lies and tired of just all this blame. Like enough is enough. You took the high road in the election, and you know what?
Yeah. Well, I just look. It's a tactical error, but I got to believe that God has everybody's best interest in mind. I really do believe that. And look, I prayed constantly for God to bless the city and parish of Lafayette. I didn't ask how, and I don't know how, and I don't care, but I have faith, and I know He will, and I know He answers those prayers. But He's not going to favor a people that's not, doing His thing. And I think the people are, but the government is not. And I think the people should know the truth. That's it. That's all I'm saying. All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Mr. Bobby, I'm so sorry you're on hold. That's Jamie's fault. That's Sergeant's fault over there. That ain't my fault. You know I got your back, baby. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was a great week. Great week.